King Bruce and the Spider. Long ago, Robert the Bruce ruled Scotland. He was a proud and determined king, but his land had fallen into dark times. The King of England invaded, his army stronger. His banners spread wide across Scotland's fields. Bruce fought bravely, yet battle after battle ended in defeat. His throne was lost. His men were scattered. And at last, to save his own life, he fled into the wilderness. For many days he wandered until, weary and broken, he found a cave. There, in the damp silence, he hid himself away. His body was battered, but his spirit was worse. He had raised his sword for Scotland again and again, only to see his hopes crushed like glass beneath iron boots. In time, when his strength returned, he gathered what soldiers he could and marched to war once more. And once more he was beaten back. Twice, 3 times, for each attempt ending in bitter defeat. The more he tried, the more hopeless it seemed. His men lost faith. Even Bruce, strong-hearted as he was, felt the cold weight of despair. At last, he resolved to give up the struggle. Scotland, he thought, was lost. One gray morning, as he lay in the cave, he noticed a spider weaving its web in the corner. It was a tiny thing, fragile against the stone walls. Bruce watched idly as it tried to climb a thread, only to slip and tumble back down. Yet it did not stop. Again the spider climbed, and again it fell. Curious, the king began to count. Once, twice, thrice 10 times the creature tried, each time tumbling down into emptiness. Still it began again. 11, 12, 13. Bruce leaned closer. His heart strangely stirred. 14, 15, 16. The spider fell, the thread trembling beneath it. Surely now it would give up. But no. On the 17th attempt, with slow and steady effort, the spider climbed at last into its web. Bruce stared in wonder. A spark lit in his weary heart. If this small creature does not lose courage, he thought, why should I, a king, give up hope? He rose to his feet. His despair was gone. With fresh determination, he gathered his men once more. He spoke to them with fire in his voice, urging them to fight not just for him, but for Scotland's freedom. Inspired, his soldiers rallied, and together they waged a final, hard-fought war. And this time, Robert the Bruce did not fail. The English were driven back, the crown of Scotland was restored, and his name was remembered for centuries. All because, in a lonely cave, a king had learned courage from a spider. Moral great victories are not won by strength alone, but by perseverance. Even the smallest creature can teach us that failure is not the end unless we stop trying.